Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, pitting the SEC against the Big Ten. Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Alabama's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes Keelan Russell, a freshman prospect from Texas. Five-star in virtually every recruiting service. Everybody just wowed at his potential, and that potential becomes reality starting in the season opener.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Russell. Here's the pressure. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he could just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now here's Russell. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And, man, those big boys up front, man, they're the foundation of this unit, right? Like, they control everything. You have a great quarterback back there, and that's awesome. And we're going to talk about him throughout the game. But the guys up front, man, the ability to be physical and keep him clean and keep him protected where he can do his work is the reason why this team is successful, Justin. I bet you wish you had a line like that.
No question about it. And this defense, they've got their work cut out for them because they know they somehow, some way have got to be able to get home to the quarterback and try and affect him. But that is easier said than done against this offensive line. They play as a cohesive unit. You don't see a lot of mental Simon errors. You don't see a lot of busts up front. They're able to keep this quarterback standing up. If they can do that today, it's going to be a long one for this defense. And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground. But a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, the running back has it. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Let's talk about Alabama. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. Did take another one just like it. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Delay to the back. It's Richard. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the big fella. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. He's got his man. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go right back to it. Maybe a crease. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Caught. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion. And the Hoosiers are in the red zone.
the gun on third down. Finds his big tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the... Oh, it's a fumble! How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very...
Into the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their way.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Pressure coming. Got his man on the outside. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. Russell on play action. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throwing Russell. Dangerous screen into traffic. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And this is going to be incomplete on third. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on first down. Working that left side now. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. It's complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And obviously, huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously, you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke the year before that, they have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have success. You're going to take a leap, a Fernando Mendoza type thing, right? Like where he was a good player, he became a great player. So people are going to continue to line up to play in a smart, efficient offense where you're going to have a lot of success.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Wants to throw again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Hold and fired complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Keelan Russell. Pocket breaking down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. There's some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Right on the money. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Russell. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. On the run, it's Beebe. Might have a chance. He now has 53 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Tight end now in motion. The give on the counter. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Line is set on third down. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And now it's kind of decision time for this offense. It's been a great start to the football game. Moving the ball down the field, scoring 10 points on the first two possessions. Do you want the field goal to still be a two-possession game? Or do you want to be aggressive here, try to go for it on fourth down, and maybe break this game open early?
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Offense gets set for second down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They want to run this quarterback. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quarterback keeps it. Hard running there. Here's a little room there. He's at the 10, and he scores! Touchdown, Alabama!
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Now on second down. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. And no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. The Hoosiers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. Throwing Russell. Got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the number 25 team, the Florida Gators.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Quickly to the tight end. And they're able to make the tackle.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Might be changing the route. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. To the air. It's Hoover. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the ground with the counter. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Maybe some room here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He's got it on the right.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Richard. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got him wide open. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Bringing the heat. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Zings it complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
So now it's 2nd and long. He might want another play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. They stop him after a 6-yard run out through the 24.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Love the call here going RPO on 3rd down, and obviously you're giving your quarterback choices, but the defense gave them a look that was conducive to handing that football off. So good decision by the quarterback and nice push up front.
Scanning the field is Hoover. Oh, they're after him, and it's a sack. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Release to the back. Complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. All right, final play of the quarter coming. Keelan Russell. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Running inside, it's Hill. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. Finding some room. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hoover. Snagged out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Quickly complete. Turning it on. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
To the air on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but the D lineman did a better job getting his big hands up and knocking that one down.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. They're setting up the screen. Headed to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Wants to adjust the pattern. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
I am an aggressive person, Paul. I like to put my foot on the gas. I like to go for it. But here, 2nd half, if I can tie the football game, a 4th down situation, I'm taking it.
You are aggressive spiritually, physically, and mentally. But I agree. You go field goal in this situation, and you put the pressure on your defense to go get a stop, get you the ball back, and give you a chance to win.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. There's a crease. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Russell, under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Gets gets open down the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. There's the pressure. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense more than happy with the result. Play will decline the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Throwing Russell. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got his man. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Running inside. It's Hill. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Right back to him on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking for a crease. It's Hill. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Finds the tight end. Oh, it's out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only